Tyron Woodley versus Rafael Dos Anjos. Tyron Woodley is the current UFC welterweight champion of the world. He exhibits devastating power in a tremendous package. His wrestling base is phenomenal. He's an NCAA Division I wrestler with tremendous boxing skills. And he's also a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So this guy is the whole package. And he's quite an entertainer as well. He is an actor. Tyron Woodley has 18 wins. And out of those 18 wins, he has 6 devastating, scary knockouts. We've seen his knockout power in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and he came into UFC with a vicious knockout over Jay Haram. And that's when he arrived. He knocked out Josh Koscheck and won the title against Robbie Lawler with an amazing knockout in the first round. So Tyron Woodley can break free at any time and just unleash a haymaker, and that's the end of the fight. And he can do it early on. When he knocks out his opponents, sometimes it's quick and early. And he also has a tremendous gas tank. He can fight for 5 rounds. Now, Tyron Woodley is 35 years old. A lot of places have him listed at 5'9", and he is the current champion with a 74-inch reach. He would have a reach advantage over the ex-UFC lightweight champion of the world, Rafael Dos Anjos. Rafael Dos Anjos is a tremendous fighter, and he would be the smaller guy fighting a guy like Tyron Woodley. And he fought and took the long road to the UFC lightweight championship. And he had to go through so many opponents. We saw him fight some of the best, guys like Benson Henderson, and knocking out Benson Henderson really woke us up, and the fans started to know that this guy might one day get a title shot. After that, he beat Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis, and Donald Cerrone. And although he lost the title in his fight after that, he recently moved up to welterweight. And he's won 3 fights in a row, beating Tarek Saffiedine by unanimous decision. And also versus Neil Magny at UFC 215, he got him down on the floor and he got an arm triangle choke. And we saw how much power he has at 170 pounds. Then on Fox, he fought the ex-champion Robbie Lawler, the guy that Tyron Woodley had to knock out to get the title. And he won a unanimous 5-round decision. And we really saw these guys tee off. We really saw a great fight that night. And Rafael Dos Anjos said that since Tyron Woodley is getting shoulder surgery, that he wants to sit out. And that's the part where I really want to ask you guys, the fans, what you think. Should Rafael Dos Anjos sit out, and should this fight be marketed starting now? Should we start marketing this fight? Is Rafael the guy for the title? Well, if you look at the rankings, the only guy ranked above Rafael is Stephen Thompson. And Stephen Thompson already had 2 shots at the title, you know, and that's a fact. You know, it's not going to be Stephen Thompson. And if you look at the rest of the rankings, you don't see anybody else who clearly deserves the title over Rafael Dos Anjos. You got Colby Covington, Damian Maia, who already lost, and, you know, Carlos Condit, Darren Till, who Carlos has a fight coming up. You never know how the rankings could shift and how fan perspective could shift, but this fight would be amazing. I really think that Rafael would have to watch out for the power of a guy like Tyron Woodley and his wrestling. He could be thrown around. He would be a smaller guy competing in there, and I think he would have to be the smarter fighter. Could he win the fight? I think he could. Tyron Woodley's put on some lackluster fights lately, and maybe in there there's an opening for Rafael to win the fight.